Okay, we've been on a couple of weeks of positivity, but it couldn't last fully, could it? There still had to be some, even though this has got buried because
Big deal.
because of the positivity going round. Hardly anybody's talking about it.
No.
Sheffield Wednesday have been facing court claims from fans about season ticket refunds. Callum David George Breeze, one of in our community, also suggested in a community topic this should be something we focus on. We would have got to it, but it's definitely something that we do hear that we should be chatting about, because this is taken from the Star. They say, in quote, thousands of long-suffering supporters could still be owed money from the last 5 home games of the 2019-20 campaign, which was concluded behind closed doors because of the coronavirus pandemic, but are still in the dark about when they will get it back, 12 months after the deadline to apply for a rebate has passed. The club also refused to provide refunds for the 2021 season tickets, instead offering ticket credit, claiming the severe impact of COVID-19 left them unable to pay out. Now the Star has learnt of 3 successful civil money claims brought against the Owls by fed-up fans to get back what they are owed, all of which were uncontested by the club, who did not respond to our request for comment on this story. They also ignored a request from the Star on the 17th of August to confirm how many supporters are still waiting for a rebate and when they expect to settle the issue. Quote, if you thought you had a case, you would be absolutely responding. You would absolutely be responding. That's words in the wrong order. You wouldn't be burying your head in the sand, said one supporter of the civil money claim, who was repaid more than £900 owed from both years. Quote, if you can't be bothered to contest it by default, then you are admitting the case against you is good, which is, end quote, which is the what Wednesday did. So,
yeah.
What I will say on this is civil court is very different. Claims can be made about this. If there's uncontested claims, if you really care, take them to claims court. And it looks like they're not even contesting it, so you'll get your money back.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who make a big fuss up about it, and when they get told they have to go do something, they won't do it.
I have
seen that a couple of times so far.
I will play devil's advocate. You shouldn't have to. The club should.
No.
The club should give you your money back.
Give it straight out.
However, with the positivity around me at the minute, I'd turn around and go, just give me another season ticket. Fine. Give me 2.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's negotiate. Give me 2.
Yeah.
For being an absolute pain in the arse.
And I think a lot of people have gone that way, well, I can't have it, but I can go to games now, so I'll just use ticket credit towards it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I understand if it's something like this is what you have as your pastime, this is what you spend your money on, and you really struggle for cash and you really need that cash back, go do it. But also at the same time, don't complain when somebody told you how to do it, expecting the club to do it for you. You've got to go out and do it.
Yeah, it looks like you're not getting your money back, which is wrong, and they should be giving you. And Wednesday, please sort that for the fans. It shouldn't be happening there. They've even got quotes in this article saying they will never go back until the ownership's changed.
You've built some good relationships recently, and it might go good way of building a bit more as well.
I don't like this line that Chansiri probably has in his head. Well, if they're real fans, they'd just want season tickets again. Why not help the club in that way? And it's all about help the club, help the club. I understand all of that from a financial aspect, but the good moves are moving now. We shouldn't have to be taking people to court. You know, we shouldn't have to take the club to court to get money back for season tickets.
At the end of the day, there's fans here that support you thick and thin through anything, throughout their entire situation, where sometimes they still come to the club even though they can't. So
at the time as well, I remember we did an episode on this when it was going out, and I put them through the ringer. I put Chansiri through the ringer. You know, so did you.
Yeah.
And we were like, you either need to communicate with all of this, and this is when the good communication started, but you know, because we turned around and went, communicate.
Yeah.
Not like it had anything to do with us, but I think all the fan base was there at the time, you know. You need to start communicating with the fans, or go behind the scenes and bring people in that can and do things right, because it's falling apart. There's talks of us going bust. There's all of that going on. We don't need that around the club.
This start of the season could have been completely different.
Yeah. But the thing is, he is doing many things in the right way now. He's gone behind the scenes. He's brought people in. He's brought a COO in. Yeah. He's, that's actually seems to be acting like a bit of a CEO, doing all the right stuff on that front. We are operating better as a business. The accounts still probably look a bit dodgy. Don't get me wrong, because we've got money issues, but we are balancing the books. We're bringing in the right kind of players. Just sort something out with the fans. We don't need this dragging on.
It's like we're learning to be a club again, in a sense. You know what I mean?
This will hold us back, though, in terms of those fans that... There's some fans that are never coming back watching the series here, right?
Yeah. I've got a couple of mates who won't buy anything. They won't come back. They won't do anything until they're not putting a cent in. And I understand.
I'll get some stick for this. But I do have to ask, what portion of those fans that are saying that on Twitter never actually ever go? Or ever actually put a lot of money into the club apart from the big games? Because if you're
I'm going to let you have this one. I'm going to stay out of this one.
Because if you're a sucker like me and the rest of Wednesday fans, you can't say, I know what it was like around my Twitter and around it when all that crap last season, all the way it made me feel, all of that. Even though we were in League One, as soon as it came to the night, I felt like a kid on Christmas the night before the football season, because that's football, Yeah. But I do think this will have turned some fans who genuinely do get that feeling into a moral principle of not paying for football matches anymore. And I will pause for a second while Punk does whatever he's doing.
Child. Yes, darling? Dog. Child and dog. I got the full combo. Don't work with kids, don't work with animals. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Apologies mid-flow. Punk's child and dog interrupted at the same time. Not the same thing. Right, so I do think this will have turned some loyal fans against it and have to, even though they got that giddy feeling. This is why I'm not saying it won't be all of the fans that actually just moan for moaning's sake and don't put things in. There will be season ticket holders that go, you know what, morally, enough's enough. I can't take this man anymore. But from my perspective, he's doing the only things he can do in his situation without leaving, right? Yeah. If he's not going to leave, he's doing the next best thing and bringing in the right people to do the job.
And also remember, if him leaving, he's got to have someone willing to buy the club.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I could want to sell my house, but unless somebody wants to buy it off me, I'm stuck with it.
I think fans look. The bottom line is, if you are never wanting to put money in this club again, and you have been a loyal season ticket holder, I feel for you. Because you are the basis of this club.
Yeah.
But there is also the people. It's the social media sphere that gets it all bubbled up. There will be the same people that moan and moan and moan. And there is a high correlation from my experience of watching every match and doing the analysis and then talking to fans. The people that I see constantly that come up on the hashtag that are moaning about it, you ever press them on anything, they give such bad takes on certain players' performances and things like that, to the point where you're like, are you even watching the matches that aren't on national television?
Yeah.
Because there is a sort of an armchair perspective there. But what gets me is the worrying thing of losing actual season ticket holders. Because if that's the thing, just give them the money back, man.
Pretty much. It's very simple.
But other than that, everything's positive around Sheffield Wednesday at the minute, which is weird.
Shush. It's okay. You're in a happy place. It's a calm environment. You're fine.
You mean these walls aren't padded? Right.